Y'all, it is almost time for me to go on my vacation, and one thing for sure, two things for certain. I like to look fly in and out the pool. So guess what I got? I ordered some pieces from Ana Luisa, and they have just arrived. Now y'all know your girl been looking for something to go with the ring collection, so I got this gold ring on a site named Parker, and it is going to be added right here on my index finger to go with my other gold ring. And now y'all know I couldn't get cute without getting wifey some too, so I got her a nice little gold bracelet that is adjustable by the name of Mindy on the site. Now this ain't just your ordinary bracelet. Now this bracelet comes with a little message to remind my wife to never give up, and I will be presenting this to her on her birthday. Now, I always try to tell people when it comes to jewelry, you should always aim to buy quality pieces that will last, especially in the summertime. So that's why I shop Ana Luisa. They create high quality items that are sweat proof, water resistant, and tarnish proof. So you know what that means. You never have to take them off. You can wear the jewelry in the pool, while you're working out, and even if you're kicking it on the beach. Because with this jewelry, you never have to worry about green skin. Look, you ain't got to take my word for it. If you try it out, every piece of jewelry comes with 2-year warranty, no questions asked. Invest in jewelry that does not have to come off. Shop your Ana Luisa summer proof pieces before they sell out. Worry about going to go Google and find the site. The link to the website with all of this fine summer proof jewelry is linked in the description and pinned in the comment section. So be sure to hit that link to be directed to the site so that you can purchase that tarnish free summer proof jewelry. What up, QC crew? King Day is in the mother building.
Run it up, was up. That bitch gon' not know when was up. Run that shit, we had all the show. Say that shit for your camera.
Warning. Everything said in this video and on this platform is strictly my opinion and all alleged. Here, we speak about hot topics on YouTube and other social media platforms for entertainment and conversational purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised.
What it do? It is your homie King Day here in King's Corner, and I am back with another reaction video for you. Now look, y'all, there has been so many things that has taken place since our last video, and guess what? I'm not going to prolong it. We are going to cover it all in this video today. Everything that has come out since the last video will be covered in this video. And just to give you a time reference, it is July 29th and it's 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. But before we get started, I wanted to clear some things up. You know, I didn't say it in the video. I know we got a lot of newcomers, but I don't like to tussle in the comments, okay? So we ain't gonna tussle. We gonna love on each other. But I would like to clear up the statement that I made of calling Lena King's wife. Now, if you guys listen really closely in the beginning of that video, I told you guys I do not follow neither NIQUE or King really close. And when I hear people who know King and Lena in real life, when I hear them speak on the topic, a situation, they always refer to Lena as his wife. I even heard King refer to Lena as his wife before. So if they are not married, I went and did my research. I didn't see anything on it. I don't know if they did it in secrecy or what, but from what I seen, I did not see anything on King and Lena getting married or being married. But one thing I would like to say is I would rather be wrong by calling her his wife, although everyone else is calling her his wife, than to be disrespectful and call her a fiance or a girlfriend just because I don't know their marriage status. Y'all see where I'm coming from? Everybody that I've seen that knows these people in real life call Lena his wife, and he even calls Lena his wife. So I was just being respectful by calling her his wife, because I'd be damned if somebody called my wife my girlfriend or my fiance. Okay, so I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all were pretty upset about that. Y'all was real mad. Lena's not his one. Sorry. All right. So now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and get straight into this video. Look, I ain't gonna hold you no longer. I never do. If you mess with me like I mess with you, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share. We're gonna get straight into this video. Let's get it. Let go. So after the last reaction, we pretty much watched NIQUE talk about the situation that happened once she landed in Thailand, how it made her her feel, what she's going to do moving forward. She talked about the mistakes she's made in the past and her current present at that time, and how she would not make those mistakes anymore, and just gave us a little more insight as to what was going on and how it even came about that she had to go and get Kaiser from his dad. So King makes a response video, and no, we are not going to react to that old school style. I got my handy dandy notebook right here. I watched all 50 minutes, so you don't have to. Let's get into it. Really brief. This is what King had to say. King opens up his video talking about fighting for Kaiser. This stemmed from a conversation or a statement that NIQUE made, pretty much saying she knows that King is not going to put forth effort if it was totally up to him. You know, like if NIQUE was like, you know what, you can't even talk to him, you can't see him, I'm going to take you to court, you know, whatever. She's saying that she feels that King wouldn't even fight. King would just be like, oh, all right, I can't talk to him. All right, you don't need no money from me. All right, you don't need my help. All right. And so King made it a point to come online and say that is not the case. That's never the case. He even came with a video of him speaking on the phone with NIQUE 3 years ago, fighting for Kaiser. So he came with a fight, one fight. He gave us a receipt of him fighting one time 3 years ago for Kaiser. Sounds to me like it was pretty much a similar situation. Sounds like Kaiser and King had some sort of date arranged, but NIQUE also had some sort of date arranged, and those dates were clashing, those times were clashing, and King was fighting to get his son on the exact day at the exact time he was supposed to. You know, him bringing up that 3-year-old conversation and, you know, inserted it into his video, it made me think, like, was this get back from that situation? Like, I wonder if he was still irritated by that situation or still bothered by what had happened 3 years ago, that he was like, oh, you did it to me 3 years ago, I'm going to do it to you now. Because literally, it sounds like the same exact situation, just flipped. I would think that if that situation made you angry and it pissed you off, that you might be like, I don't want her to feel how I felt 3 years ago. So because I know she's traveling, she's coming to get him, let me make sure that everything else is done prior to her coming. You know what I'm saying? So that when her time gets here, that portion of the deal can still fall through. However, he said he got stuck in Malaysia, unfortunately, so he didn't want to shop there because then he would have to travel and have extra bags, right? From the vacation to get back to Thailand. So he'd rather wait till he got back to Thailand to get those school supplies and go school shopping. That was a bit off for me. The fact that King set himself up to not have to have extra baggage, not have to pay for extra baggage from Malaysia back to Thailand. But he didn't set NIQUE up to have to travel from Thailand back to the state. You know, like I said before, he could have sent the money on and said this money is strictly for X, Y, and Z. Or he could have did some online shopping. You see what I'm saying? But he said he made a promise to his son that they were going to go shopping, so he wanted to stick to his promise. However, when unfortunate things come up, we just have to explain to children that this happened and we can't do it for this reason or that. Or better yet, he knew that NIQUE was coming alone. So when she landed, even if it wasn't that day and it was the day after, how about we all go as a family and go shop? Because we have seen text messages where King has said he didn't mind doing family outings. He didn't mind if NIQUE came along with the family, you know, activities. So that just threw me off a bit. You thought about your pocket and you thought about extra baggage from Malaysia to Thailand, but you didn't think about the extra baggage from Thailand to the States on an airline ticket and bags that you did not pay full price for. I feel like that's very selfish. King then shows a thread of text messages showing that there was a miscommunication during the time that Lena was in the hospital and she had her situation going on. King said it was no more than a max of 3 days that Kaiser did not speak to his mom. Well, that's crazy. Imagine that. You in the States, your one and only child is overseas, and you see this big issue going on social media where your child's father and his girl, right, are going through something and they're in and out of the hospital and you don't have a direct update. The updates that you're getting is through social media, through YouTube, through TikTok, things that other people are saying that are probably rumors that's probably not even true. And you're trying to reach out to your child to see, is everything okay? Are you okay? Like, well, what happened? Like, you may even want to extend or further extend help to the situation, and you do not even talk to your child for 3 days. So your child was in the care of 2 adults, but one of the adults are down in the hospital, and then the other adult is isn't even giving you updates on the situation, or if not even a situation, on your child, and you're reaching out to talk to them, but for 3 days you're clueless as to what's going on. Mind you, they're not even in the place that you allowed them to be, which is Thailand. They done went to another country. And not to say that Kaiser was in Malaysia without approval or without NIQUE knowing, but I'm just saying his designated spot was Thailand. He was in Malaysia and you ain't even speak to him for 3 days. Imagine that. And this is the same person, King, that didn't even want his son to go overseas with his mom at some point, like a while back. Didn't even want the boy overseas. Didn't think the boy should have been anywhere but the States. But now you got him overseas and no communication. Words out of King's mouth now. No communication with his mother for 3 days. And as he put it, max. That's crazy. He then goes on to say how he wants Kaiser to come back to Thailand, you know, at another point, and they continue to explore. I can tell you now, I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. Who knows? NIQUE may have that benefit of the doubt thing going on again, and she may be like, you know what? Sure, who knows? But I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't. So then King goes on like a 5-minute course of time difference for dummies, so that I guess us viewers can understand that the time in Thailand is not the same time in the States. Once that was finally over, he goes to say that he does not like his business on the internet. He doesn't like when anybody brings a personal matter to the internet, because he never brings issues to the internet first. The only reason why he comes to the internet with issues is to clear up his name. And here's what I think about that. I feel like regardless to if you come to the internet first, second, or third, you have that option to come to the internet. I've seen firsthand, I'm not gonna get too far off topic because y'all know how I get, but I've seen firsthand of the internet going crazy over a situation and over a breakup between a woman and her man, all because she cheated on her man with another woman. And when I tell you that woman didn't say a word about the situation, the only person that spoke out was that other woman. The man had a few little comments to make, but never gave detail. And the woman that did the cheating didn't say zip. And when I tell you that situation is so far behind her, it ain't even funny. That situation is so far behind her. I said, now that's how you do it. That is how you do it. Someone come running their mouth about you on the internet, you do not have to clear your name. It's your choice to. I'm not saying don't, because I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna clear my name. If I feel like something isn't worth it, I'm gonna leave it where it's at. So I'm not saying don't clear your name, but don't make it seem like, oh, I don't come first, I come second. At the end of the day, you come, and you come with some sort of receipt, explanation. You come with something to out the person that already outed you every time. Because with clearing your name comes with exposing the other party of something. So regardless to when you come to the internet, you come to the internet, and you don't have to. Because let me tell you a secret. When you're holding information that people want to know and you don't speak on it, people tune in every time to see if you finally spilled the beans. And then after you haven't said anything for about 4 or 5 of your videos, and you throw a title in there that insinuate that you may say a little bit of this or a little bit of that, but you don't say nothing, you get them even more engaged and tuning in and wanting to watch. Before you know it, your views will go back to what they were. People probably won't tune in as much because now they know you're just clickbaiting, and you never have to say anything about anything, and you still get the same type of bag. I believe King comes to the internet because he wants to. Otherwise, you don't gotta clear no air. You know the truth and God know the truth, and that's it. That's all that matters. Viewers, commenters, their opinion does not matter. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but it doesn't mean that the opinion matters. Moving on. King then goes to talk about the school shopping situation. He says basically, school shopping for Kaiser was promised before Kaiser even touched down in Thailand. It was a conversation that was had, it was a promise that was made, and he was going to fulfill it by any means necessary, which is cool. He says a lot of people had something to say about the money because they had a GoFundMe and everything going on. They're like, how are you even able to afford any type of school shopping? And y'all was just asking for money for Lena to get out the hospital. He says he had a stash. He had the stash. When he had the conversation with his son, he put that money to the side because he knew that he had promised his son that they were going to go school shop. So he put that money to the side and said, no matter what, I will not spend this money. And that's a beautiful thing. The only thing I wish he would have promised to his son along with the school shopping and getting clothes and supplies was a trip back home. If he would have stashed the plane ticket for him to get his son home along with the school shopping, he would have been A-okay. Wouldn't nobody even be having these conversations? Because now we know that King know how to keep a little stash. I'm honestly not understanding why there wasn't a stash for that man to get that baby home. Like, why were they going with vibes? You know, there's an excuse for every single thing, including getting him home. But there's no excuse for them school supplies and school clothes. You had a stash for that, but no stash to get your son back home for the school year? That's crazy. He then admits that not giving NIQUE the address to his home was wrong because that's where Kaiser was. And he says he takes full responsibility for that. That was wrong. He shouldn't have did that. He should have gave the address off the rip. We then get into the phone situation. So King goes to explain how screen time and devices amongst the children that him and Lena share, how it works in their household. And he says they have time where, you know, they're on their devices, but then he tries to get them outside or get them to do an activity, or if they're on their devices to do something that is educational, something that will benefit them. Everything is not always about just fun and free surfing the web. So he then takes his deep breath and it gets real dramatic, and he says, like, you know, he hates that he has to do this and he really don't want to do this, but because it was brought to the internet, he has to, he just must. There's no bone in him that will keep him from doing this because he has to do it because it has been brought to the internet now, and it should have been shared only between adults, only between family, but now that the internet knows, he hates to do this. He really does, but he has to expose his son. I'm gonna start off by saying this. The comment section under that video was saying that the things that Kaiser was watching was not so bad, and King over exaggerated the situation, and it wasn't that deep. I'm here to say, I'm not a parent, but I am here to say that King is that baby boy's father. And if he sees something that he does not agree with, or he sees something that he doesn't want his child to see, and he deems it as inappropriate, well, God damn it, it's inappropriate, okay? And the same with me. As Kaiser's parents, they have the right to say that something is appropriate and something is inappropriate. It can be a full-blown cartoon that comes on at 8 o'clock in the morning every day on Nickelodeon. If that parent finds that show or those characters inappropriate and do not want their son to consume those things, it is what it is. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. King is that baby's father. So I do not agree with the comment section when they say he overreacted, he did too much, it wasn't that bad. King's acting like it was this, or King's acting like that. I don't care what King is acting like. If he thought it was inappropriate, baby, it was inappropriate. That is one thing I agree with. When it came to King, the things that Kaiser was watching is not kid friendly. However, there is absolutely no reason why King should have shared the actual content that his son was watching. You do not have to expose your son to please the crowd, to get somebody on your side, to get someone to agree with you, to get someone to see your point of view, to prove a point to fucking strangers. You do not have to expose your child for that. There's absolutely no reason why anybody should know what the history or the context of those videos were. We should all be wondering, well, what was it? Still, all you have to say was it was inappropriate, I didn't like it, and I took the device. But no, he couldn't hold back. He said he had to do it, but he had to. But I'm here to tell you, you didn't. You didn't have to. You wanted to. King pretty much ends the video with sharing the fact that him and his fiance have received death threats and negative attention their way. They fear for the safety of their children, and people are doxing their address, and they just don't like that at all. And it all stemmed from NIQUE and her videos and the things that she has said on her videos, and he wish it would stop. He also says he doesn't appreciate the way NIQUE talks about him on the internet. She's disrespectful to him, calls him all sorts of names, and he doesn't do that to her. He does not appreciate that. He ends the video with saying he did not kidnap his son. So after that video was posted, allegedly there was, and I say alleged, so after that video was posted, allegedly there was some things said, and I say alleged because I didn't personally see them. I just see them going around the YouTube streets. But basically, y'all remember that text message where NIQUE was trying to get in contact with her baby, and she messaged Lena, and Lena ended up blocking her towards the end of that conversation. Basically, they say that that King told Laina that NIQUE said F her being in the hospital, F her life, and all this crazy stuff. And so Laina took it to heart and blocked her, allegedly. So NIQUE then comes with the receipts of a recorded phone call that she had between her and King that proves that she did not say that about Laina. Let's listen to a little bit of that. Let's get into that. Shout out to the Tea Room. This video came directly from the Tea Room.
So NIQUE has just dropped a response to the video that King posted. Now, in NIQUE's response, she included receipts as well as audio recording and even messages she sent Lena.
So I'm guessing this is where I'm seeing where she had power over y'all at. The controller. She not a controller.
This nigga is a weirdo. He's a fucking weirdo. This is the same day that he didn't let me talk to my son for multiple days. And the only reason why I said, oh, I'm going to show you who got power, because you think you got power, because you got Kaza in your care right now. And when I get him back, it's not going to be none of that. And he tried to make it seem like I got power on the internet. He a fucking goofy, honestly. Like, I'm so fucking over this bullshit. Mind you, I didn't watch this whole video. I didn't skip to the middle, so y'all I'm going to have to watch on TikTok. But I'm just skimming through it, and I decided to respond on Snapchat because I just don't feel like making a whole other video. Hopefully I don't have to. But he posted the text messages of Lena, and when she said, hey, why are you doing this shit, da-da-da-da, but he never posted my response.
You should then get online. What you talking about when you got on Twitch and did that little facial expression with a tone. And
I'm allowed to make facial expressions about something I don't want to do. And I've expressed to him multiple times that I did not want to travel to Thailand and I did not want to pay for it. He's sitting here still talking, but the whole point was he told me he was going to pay for Kaza's ticket. Never paid for Kaza's ticket. He also withheld me from talking to Kaza because of my little facial expressions. So now he's just yapping about a whole bunch of bullshit. Not want to travel to Thailand, and I did not want to pay for it. He's sitting here still talking, but the whole point was...
Let's get to the voice recording.
I don't care what's going on in your fucking life. Let me talk to my child. On your phone. You have been on your phone. You've been on TikTok. You've been making videos. You have been on your phone. I've been asking to talk to my son for the last 2-3 days.
that we are rich. You know, a lot of people make me. We've been doing a lot right now. That's just been not been helping the situation on what I got going on.
And what does that mean? I'm not allowed to talk to my son?
I'm not. Can you listen to what I'm saying? Let's have a thought conversation first before I let you talk to cars. It's nothing.
You have been withholding me talking to my son for the last 3 days because I've been doing a lot. You have. I have been texting you and Lena, calling your phone numerous times, and you have never let me talk to my son the last 3 days because you've been going through something. But you've been having time to sit on TikTok and make 10-minute long videos yesterday. What?
Yeah, I'm calling you. I called you, actually, to talk to you. And you want to talk to Kaiser because on the internet you're doing what you're doing is like, that's not even helping
What
the
am I
case
doing?
right now.
What?
I don't understand what is like a problem to you to make facial expressions and do your tones like that on you coming to get Kaiser when you was already saying that you was going to come out here and
I never said I said I was going to go out there way before you even came and got Kaiser. I said I was going to come out there way before you ever came and got Kaiser. It's your responsibility. If I decide I don't want to come on vacation to Thailand, you're trying to force me to come on vacation. You are not paying me. You're not paying me. You're forcing me to come and get my son. My ticket alone is $1,500. How are you paying me? You're not paying me. My ticket alone for a one-way, my ticket alone for a one-way is $1,500. That means it's $3,000 out of my pocket for me to come and get Kaiser. I'm not getting loud.
I'm not. Yes, you are. You're not even letting me like talk. I'm talking to you with a subtle tone, and I'm trying to let you understand where I'm coming from here. You're the one.
I don't understand where you're coming from. It is a problem for me. I told you I did not want to come to Thailand. I told you you had to bring Kaiser back. You told me use the money from my YouTube to bring Kaiser.
Right now.
Okay, what are you saying?
Doing a ransom right now.
Okay, say something.
Like you listen and kind of.
Okay, I'm listening. Okay, so what?
I'm saying already, you on the internet right now making this it's a whole big deal about you right now. You coming to get Kaiser, but
And that's not why I didn't get on the internet and say that. You're withholding me from talking to my son because of you don't like that I'm telling people what you're actually doing. It's making me come and get my son, which is not my responsibility. You are withholding me from talking to my son. I have not talked to my son in 3 days because I said something on the internet. That's what I'm talking about. That shit is weird.
A moment of ours. Yes, bro. Block you.
He says that Lena blocked me because I went on Twitch and said what I said about me going to Thailand while they was in a low.
So how are you mad? Yet again, I asked this on my last video. How are you mad about the truth? The truth is she has to get up and go to Thailand to get her child. That's the truth. How is anybody mad about that?
Moment. Lena blocked me because the conversation me and Splain had when he wouldn't let me talk to Kaza, he told her that I said, fuck her being in the hospital. This is our exact conversation. This is exactly what I said. I never said fuck her being in the hospital. I would post the text messages why when she said, oh, this is the reason why I blocked you. He is manipulating her to make her think that this is what I said. He is a liar. He's known to be a liar. And here is proof that he's even lying to his own fucking wife.
So then NIQUE posts the text thread.
And hold on, y'all. Did y'all hear that? Hold on, because y'all got on my head real hard. That's not his wife, not his wife. NIQUE is even calling her his wife. All I'm saying is, and I know y'all probably like, girl, get on topic. All I'm saying is it was too many comments of people saying they are not married. That's not his wife. We have someone that knows them in real life calling that girl his wife. So get up off my head, bruh. And if I slip up and say it again, get up off my head, bruh. I'm hearing too many different things. I'd rather be wrong and set her at a higher status than to be disrespectful. So if I slip up and call Lena his wife, so be it. We're gonna leave that where it's at, all right? Let's get back into the receipts.
Between herself and Lena. Now, this was after NIQUE dropped that video crying. As you can see, Lena texts her, why? Why do you like this ish? I don't get it. Now people sending threats to me and my kids, posting my address. Then NIQUE responds with, I don't like it, Lena. How do you allow that man to do the stuff he does to me? Did you know he wasn't answering the phone for days because I was on Twitch and said I was going to Thailand? Didn't let me talk to my kid for 3 days because that ish? Did you know I paid $5,000 to get here on top of having to take care of my whole entire family and pay taxes from the NIQUE and King channel? Over $200,000 in taxes? He acts like my money is bottomless, and that's not okay. You didn't tell him that it's not right to make me come here and pay for everything after he brought him here, or did you just support it? I paid $15,000 for Kaiser ticket and he sent me $600 because that's what he wanted to send me. I feel bad for bashing, I do, but tell him stop doing the ish he do. If he's scared the world is gonna bash him, seem like it's the only time he listens is when it's on the internet. If someone didn't let you talk to your kid for 3 days because of something you did on the internet, you would be livid. If someone took your kids out of the country and made you pay to come get them, you would be mad. Don't make exceptions for your husband, period. Nothing I say in my video.
Y'all see that once more. Don't make exceptions for your husband. I believe these people are married, okay? So don't be commenting down here talking about that's not the wife. NIQUE, I agree. Moving on.
Videos are lies. I say exactly what happened. I apologize for the hate and I'll find that comment and delete. But he needs to do better and somebody gotta hold him accountable. If you won't, I'm sorry. Plus, Splain is the one who called me and told me to post these videos and let everyone know. I was gonna spare him for real this time on the strength of Kaiser and everything you had going on. Then Lena responds with, NIQUE, I was in the hospital for a week. This man was beyond stressed. On 1, trying to figure out how to get me out. 2, he was dealing with 3 kids by himself, lugging them around from hotel to the hospital. You donated $200 and then the next day went on Twitch and said what you said. That same day, I'm texting you offering to make sure he gets you a hotel. I'm the one behind the scenes making sure. So some way Lena's number.
I just want to know, why is it such a big thing when dads do their job? Why is it so like people act like it's just so impossible for a dad to do their damn job? He has 3 kids. He should be able to take 3 kids from hotel to hospital. He had them. They his. When it comes to a mom, oh, I'm overwhelmed. I have 3 kids. I'm going from hotel to hospital. Kind of mom is you? You couldn't do that. I had 6 kids. I have 10 kids. I have 4 kids. At one time, I had 8 kids, and 4 of them wasn't even mine. But when it comes to a man, oh my God, he was so stressed from hotel. Now, I understand it was a stressful situation. It probably was scary as hell, too. They telling you can't leave unless you come up with this money. You got to figure out what you're going to do. You probably don't want to ask the internet, but you bite the bullet and you go ahead and do it. You ask the internet for the money. I'm sure he was stressed. I'm sure it was a lot going into it, but millions of mothers do it daily. How many mothers do we know that's stressed daily? Or how many mothers do we know have multiple kids and 1 or 2 of them has a special need? They have to have that extra care, but the parent can't really afford it. Possibly a single parent. You know what I'm saying? He was stressed for a freaking week. He all right. He was all right then. He all right now. He gonna stay all right. I wish everybody kill that when it comes to men. Kill it. Men should be set at the same standard women are set when it comes to being a parent. Mothers stress in and out daily and still take care of them kids. And if they homeless, from the car to the hotel to the daycare to the school and back again. Come on now.
Was leaked. Lena states, now my number is leaked. NIQUE responds with, I'm sincerely sorry. I don't know at all how that happened. Lena responds with, why would you put our messages up? I thought you wanted to keep me out of it. I blocked you, yes, because once I told King that you wanted to talk to Kaiser, you get on the phone and tell him you don't give a F about me being in the hospital. It was a slap in the face when I'm genuinely thankful for the $200, then offering to make sure you're comfortable in Bangkok. So then NIQUE posts a recording of the conversation that she had with King, showing Lena that he's a liar and that she never said that.
Yes. Now since our tone is down,
Can I talk to Kaiser? I don't really care to talk to you.
At all.
I honestly don't give a fuck about your feelings. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. That don't have nothing to do with me. I want to talk to my son. I don't care about your feelings. I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I just want to talk to my son. I honestly just want to talk to my son. I really hope one day somebody keep Lena and your kids from y'all the way you trying to keep my son away from me. And you think this is bad now? You think I went on the internet and said something bad now? Wait till what the fuck I say when they find out you've been keeping my son away from me for 3 days because you're pissed about what I said on Twitch. Let me talk to my fucking son now. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what you're saying. Let me talk to my son. Let me talk to my son. Let me talk to my son. I swear to God, he will never fucking come back there. Let me talk to my son. Let me talk to my son. Let me talk to my son. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about.
Come here. Here go your mom.
Yes? Kaiser. Moral of the story, my whole thing is he makes a 50-long video.
There is absolutely no reason why she has to get that angry while requesting to speak to her son. And him talking, she said, I don't care about your feelings. I don't want to talk to you. And he comes back and say, you have to. And don't? I have to talk to you? What makes you think that I have to talk to you? Some ain't.
Minute-long video talking about nothing that matters. The reason why everybody is mad is he was responsible for Kaiser getting home. He should have helped me pay for the ticket, or at least pay for Kaiser's ticket. He didn't do that. Okay. It is not okay for him to withhold me from talking to my son for numerous days because I said something on the internet. My recordings prove that he...
It's not like she went on Twitch and really like said something that just wasn't true. That was wild, some crazy allegation. Like, she said she had to go get her son. And what did she do? What did she have to do? It was the truth, bruh.
In fact, withheld me from talking to Kaiser, not because he was in the hospital stacked up with shit, not because he was dealing with Lena in the hospital, not because of nothing else other than me getting online and saying that I had to go to Thailand, period. I feel like he's not paying attention to any of my videos. He's not really listening. He's being defensive, and he's trying to make it seem like, oh, this whole thing. And he's saying that, he making an excuse saying that, oh, well, I took Kaiser iPad, posted my baby whole TikTok of what he watched. I took Kaiser iPad because this is what he's watching. Delete the app, explain. It's always an excuse with you. If you don't like what he watching on TikTok, damn, delete the fucking app. We all watch shit as kids that we wasn't supposed to. Okay, and if you find something, let me know and delete the app. He can keep his iPad. He can keep his games. He got kids YouTube. He got YouTube. There's so many other apps than TikTok on his phone. But because you want to monitor, because of these bad videos that you've seen, and this is the reason why he wasn't able to talk to me on his own devices, was because of an app that you could have deleted. It doesn't make sense. Like, make it make sense. No, you wanted control over the situation. You wanted control over when and when I couldn't talk to my son.
So now Deaca is speaking out on the situation.
Oh no, we don't want to hear nothing about what Deaca got to say, because Deaca and that comment she made about her unborn child rubbed me absolutely the entire wrong way. It is so disgusting. Okay, so we got one more video, and we're going to kind of skip around this video too. We're probably not going to listen to the whole thing, but this is where Lena then again enters the chat. So Lena has something to say about what NIQUE said on Snapchat, which is what we just watched.
So Lena is now speaking out after NIQUE exposed everything on Snapchat. Lena goes on to her Snapchat to say, Family Matters was brought to the internet, something that could have been handled behind closed doors. Now I'm receiving death threats, phone calls, text messages. People are doxing my address. Nothing about this is funny, especially because this should have and could have been handled behind closed doors. Now I am having to deal with all this, still having to wake up and be a mother to my children. All children are innocent. This only affects all the children involved. And it's sad because we are grown. We should be able to get through this behind closed doors, not for the public to tear us apart because of real life family situations. The internet already is cruel and evil. All of this is a lot, and everybody valid to feel how they feel. People was wrong on both parts. Bringing it to the media is not solving it. It's just making it worse for the child that's in between all of this. And it's sad. This all could have been handled behind the scenes, not for hundreds to watch, laugh, and make more of a mess. I truly want to be left alone.
That kind of concludes what's going on. There is something else going around that King is secretly trying to get back with NIQUE because he was calm on the phone, and he kind of cleared that up. He actually made a whole nother video responding to something else. I'm not going to watch it. It's about probably about 25 minutes long. So if you want to check that out, that is over on King's channel. But we are all caught up. Now, I do remember NIQUE mom saying, like, as soon as everyone is back in the US, she got something she want to say. I don't know if she's actually going to enter the chat or if she decided to just let it go. But so far, it looks like it's finally starting to calm down a little bit. I mean, it just kind of is what it is. Yet again, King got exposed for not really stepping up. You know what I'm saying? And he came with his receipts, but they didn't help him much. It just kind of more so confirmed the things that NIQUE was saying. But I'm gonna keep a close eye on the situation. If anything else come up, I will be sure to react to it. Look, if you like videos from me and you want to see more is to come. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, because right now King Day is out. Peace in the motherfucking building. I want to thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you come back for more. Don't forget, if you haven't already, the link is down in the description and the comment section to your summer proof jewelry. Remember, you ain't got to worry about it tarnishing. You don't got to worry about sweating. You don't have to worry about water. This jewelry is 100% summer proof. Get yours before it sell out. Peace.
Run it up, yeah, bitch, go, not know when it's up. Run that shit, we had all the show. Say that shit for your camera.